How's it going, guys? Welcome back to GT Sport. So we're back in Monza, back in the RCZ. It seems that it's a bit of an RCZ club at the front, but yeah, as I said, it's quite tough. All four of us at the top. The first time I think I qualified in fourth, but anyway, starting off with the 3-2-1 going into the race. Hopefully we can get a good start and try and get up to front. So reasonably, we have a compounder slipstream with third, second, first right in front of us. Trying to get it. We'll see what we can do in the first corner. Hopefully do a little bit of outbraking, win some of our time back. And could have actually stayed on the outside, had the better run through the corner, but anyway, not a bad one. So the four of us decidedly break away from the back of the from fifth. They dropped me just a little bit, but the race isn't over yet. We're out of the slipstream from 5th, and the other guy is only half a second in front. So not out of contention just yet. We're still in the slip. Braking much later. We get there and outbrake ourselves a bit. Might get a penalty. Let's see what happens. No penalty. Fantastic. So we've lost a bit of ground. That was a pretty terrible second chicane, but they're not too far away. We see the guy in first, the Brit, he goes off a bit, so he loses time to us. As we can see, it's going down from 1.8 seconds to 1.6, 1.5. We're still losing a bit of time to third and second, but it seems we are all in contention, with second having a bit of an oopsie. And we get back on them because we're fighting, and then we go off a little bit, getting a bit over eager seeing that, but luckily no penalty. Second now has a penalty. Oh, we do get the penalty. Can't believe it either. But we go in there a little bit hard and forceful there, getting into third. Really could have waited just until the Lesmos to get him back. But no extra penalty there. But we will lose that place, probably. Hopefully we can just stay behind these guys and not lose them too much when we go through the next sector. And they don't drop us too bad, but we are being hunted down by the man in fourth there, the Belgian. I think it is German. Always get those two confused. German for sure. So if they're fighting up front, we'll just hopefully come up close to them with a much better second chicane. But obviously this is short-lived, as we are going to lose them as we serve our penalty. Going through here, we actually gain on them out of here. But unfortunately we deserved the penalty, if not for going wide on the exit of the sweeping chicane at the end here, but for bumping the other man. Luckily both of us served the penalty, and I still managed to lose time to him. But hopefully we can keep the place. Obviously this is not as good of a race as the previous two from the last video. But we'll still fight with a decidedly terrible chicane there. We should get the run taken here, yep. So we're just going to stay on the inside hotel to defend. So we move over because it's highly unlikely he's going to be able to take us now. But we are still just very much fighting for third at this point. Second and first have checked out. Quite a tough one. Now we have to defend here with a pretty decent second lap, despite the penalty of 59.7. Hopefully we don't outbrake ourselves here. With the German braking much later, but luckily we have the inside, so he can't really take us. And we leave and actually gain some time from the German, back up to 0.8 seconds. Moving it along. I don't think really much more happens for the rest of this lap. It's just more of a of place management, or gap management I should rather say. As you can see, the other two there are really pulling away. We're slowly catching, which is good. Maybe we're not out of the fight yet, but let's just fast forward to the end of lap, well, to the middle of lap 4. As you can see, we're really pulling the gap on third there. We're now 1.3 seconds ahead, 1.4, back down to 1.3, and we're still maintaining quite a large gap. Well, in fact, we're only 0.004 of a second off of the fastest lap, so really good lap there. We're on pace with first and second. They're just ahead of us, that's all. I've currently closed down that if we're doing the same lap times. And so you join me to the end of lap 4, where now I've lost a bit of time and I'm only a second ahead of fourth. But hopefully we can maintain it. We're not going to make any mistakes going around the parabolica. Coming over to finish the race in third. So we've got now a first and a second and a third for Monza. Not a bad finish. We only finished just under a second from the German. And now we go into the next race, where once again we qualified fourth. I'm in the bit of B guys now. And yes, playing with the Class B guys, or the B-rated drivers. So obviously things are getting a bit tougher, and probably need to we need to up our game and up our qualifying, just so we can get back to pole, because it's quite difficult to win from fourth. So same strategy basically, just try and get up there and get a better result. Obviously we have the pace of the front runners, we just gotta make it count. As you can see, a much better first chicane and a better exit, so now it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 up at the front. We have a 0.8 second lead to fifth, pulling that up to 0.9, and basically almost a second by the time we hit the second chicane. Now these were two very tough races, getting the out-braking maneuver into the second chicane, and we're up into third. So pretty good for now. We're not losing first and second. Obviously making a move on the first lap is always going to cause some issues, but it was clean, done well. Bit of wheel spin on the exit of Lesmos, and yes, not a really good exit. As you can see in our radar on the right there, we are really defending hard from this Persia behind us. Luckily we managed to slow both of us down and get the run out. Obviously we can slow down the man behind us, and we can judge when to put the power back on, thereby opening up our gap. But as he has the slipstream, he's gonna either come flying past us and he's gonna go for the outside. Now we just gotta make sure we don't mess up through the Lesmo with the parabolica, and we're now side by side exiting. So as you can see, he's right there. We're not really gonna be able to do it. It's just a drag race down the straights. Got a bit of a chuckle there, just because it's a bit ridiculous, to be honest. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I have to give him the place. There's no way I'm going to be able to go around him. And I get a big hit up the backside from the man in fifth. Don't know really what he was doing, but there he does get his penalty. We're being followed quite hard by 5th, 6th and 7th. But at least there's a penalty, rightly deserved. I didn't lose too much time there, but did lose some time. So it's a firmly a battle for 3rd and 4th now with the German. And I have to give the place. It's going to take the inside, I left it open. And I lose 2 spots, but it's a penalty for 3rd and 4th now. So, and quite rightly, 3rd has a 7-second penalty. I don't really know what happened there. I didn't really have to fight them. and it seems that second also has a penalty, but I'm too far behind to take advantage of that. Yeah, the man just turned in on me. I didn't really know what else I could do, but will I get a penalty for that? Not really sure. Well, no penalty. Good, at least the game understood that. So we've opened up a gap to fourth, but obviously that is penalty driven. So first and second are firmly gone. We're not going to be catching them. We have the same pace, but we can see where things are going to take us. So anyway, let's just fast forward a bit. We open up the gap to third. It's now about a second. How far are we from the top guys? Quite a way off. We had a bit of traffic in the previous lap. Going even more forward, let's just fast forward right to the end of the third lap. We're 1.5 seconds ahead of fourth, 3.8 seconds behind second. Pretty much quite lonely at this point. It's my race to lose. Getting a podium would be good, but then I just mess up and brake too early, and it's not great. So lost half a second there, brought fourth right back into contention. That's how you throw away an easy podium. So the last lap's going to be difficult. Obviously, if you mess up around Parabolica, you lose all the time that you built up and all the momentum. The pink Peugeot is right there. Going to be hard. Trying to be a little bit conservative just so we don't lose it. And yeah, that was a pretty terrible boss chicane. But no worries. It's not done yet. It's a fight. We're not unaccustomed to having a fight on the last lap on this channel. So onwards we go. Hopefully we don't get taken in with there. He goes for the move and just pulls out of it. Good man. Which means we do start to build a little bit of a gap. He's still within our slipstream, obviously. Not going to really break that within one corner unless he makes a catastrophic mistake. Decent two Lesmos on the power pretty early. And here we go to the final sector. Surprisingly enough, first is doing a 57 dead, which we haven't done yet in a race, so that's quite impressive. And here we go, how to mess up your race within one corner. Firmly in the slipstream now. We have to try and defend here, so we go towards the inside. And I will say this is quite the rookie error. So I go towards the inside to defend the Parabolic. I go towards the outside, and there he takes me. I took the dummy, and then it's here, and he just shoves me wide as he is rightfully able to do. Takes the place, and there I'll finish off in fourth. So we have a first, a second, a third, and a fourth. Not the best of races, but that's how things go. So guys, once again, don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked the video. Comment would be nice, and share. Thanks. Cheers. I had that wax, I fucked up.